Yes, ça qu'a fait, bonjour, bonsoir, comment nous y? Monsieur, non, faut moi là, ça réglé, comment nous y, Timon? Et bienvenue la caille, non, bienvenue la caille, non, on est depuis c'est ici, et la caille, oui, ou pas un problème là, non, depuis c'est ici, ou la caille, ou bienvenue la caille, ou là, c'est, pas les t-shirts, bon, chita, et puis, on comprend? Venez pour nous parler, venez pour nous parler. C'est ça, et je dis à c'est dimanche, qui est déjà 24 mai 2026 là, voilà, et l'année a vraiment presque arrivé dans mi-temps là, ouais, l'année a presque arrivé dans mi-temps, so nous connaissons ça, ça veut dire, depuis presque arrivé dans mi-temps, l'année là, ça veut dire qu'on connaît, on va prendre le badjo, ouais, l'année a, li traverser, et bien nous saluer chacun de vous-même qui déjà là déjà, et ou même qui pourra venir t'aller comme ça, ou même qui pourra garder choses ça après, eh bien, nous tous, et bonsoir ou bonjour. Et c'est toujours avec un peu de plaisir, chaque fois nous avons une possibilité, une opportunité pour nous capables d'entrer la caillou et pour nous capables de faire des chita nous pour nous parler ensemble. Et c'est comme ça, et bien, à ce moment, nous allons faire des causer, non? Nous allons dialoguer ensemble. Attends un moment, attends un petit moment, à venir. Voilà. Et si vous pas habitué avec ce visage là, si vous pas habitué avec non, non, moi c'est Ilno Samson Orneis, Mr. Sam, Brother Sam, et c'est toujours avec un pile contentement. Chaque fois, nous avons une chance pour nous entrer la carrière, puis pour nous faire un petit cause, non, ensemble, pour nous capables parler. Et de tout et de rien, se comprendre. Nous avons une année qui est vraiment important et il faut que nous vraiment et mettez-nous bien à lettre pour nous capables connaître exactement qui ça qui a fait dans l'année ça, qui c'est année et décisive, qui c'est une année qui est très importante, qui c'est une année et qui gagne gros causé qui a fait la donne. En sorte, et nous connaissons, et nous avons ça qui va aller les midterm élections, c'est-à-dire qui va aller midterm élections, côté qui est vraiment important pour nous capables de regarder ensemble pour voir exactement qui est important c'est gain, et spécialement même qui est immigrant, et avec ça qui est l'élection qu'a gagné dans le pays États-Unis, et dans l'année ça, et pour nous voir exactement comment on a fait. Eh bien, voilà, et moi, c'est un jeune haïtien qui fait en Haïti et qui est censé grandir aux États-Unis, et fait carrière aux États-Unis. C'est là nous évoluer en business, en matière d'activités sociales et éducatives qui fait. Et nous toujours gain un pile plaisir pour nous capables chita et des micros pour nous capables faire causer ensemble, pour nous capables expliquer où ça qu'a fait l'actualité hein. Et en pile fois nous parler de business mais nous réaliser it is very important, so welcome. If you don't know who I am, my name is Samson Onius, Mr. Sam, Brother Sam. Always a pleasure every time I have the opportunity to come to your door, to come to your platform, so we can talk about everything that is necessary for you to know. Especially for those of you who are immigrants, doesn't matter where you're coming from, as an immigrant or as the child of immigrants, it is important for you to get involved. So everybody need to get involved in what we call politic in US when it's come to election. We're not just talking about the politics. You might not want to get involved into politics, but it's important for you to get involved in what they call election to vote. If you are a US citizen, you know one of the right that you have is called a right to vote. And this year, today is Sunday, the 26th of May, which is a very important date for those of you who are into living into United States. If you are in USA, you know it is very crucial this year. If you never pay attention to the election, if you never pay attention or to get to vote, it is very important this year to get to know what is going on, to know who's your candidate, and to know who you should go out there to vote for. There is no such thing that you're not going to get involved, you're not going to be vote. This is no such of thing. I'm telling you, if you decided that you do not want to vote, if you decided that this is not interesting for you, I'm telling you, things just go and get worse and worse every day, and everything that you do, right? Because those politicians are the guy that really make this country move. Those guy are the people that pretty much make decision for you, for your business, for your family, for your community, for your neighbor. So the politicians are the guy that is really making decision for you. Unfortunately, a lot of you say that you don't want to get involved. A lot of you say that this is not my thing. This is not for me. Well, I don't believe in politics. Politics is not for me, so I'm not going to get involved into politics. So this is not my thing. Those guys, even though you go out there, you talk to them, and then when this time come, when they get elected, they forget about you. Hey, listen, if you see they forget about you when they get elected, after you talk to them, after you vote for them, after you supported them, that means it was going to be worse if you didn't talk to them, if you didn't vote for them. So, 2026 is midterm election in USA. So, which is 2 years after a US become president, then they're going to have to face what they call midterm election. So the people in United States will tell them what they think, whether they did a good job. They want to just tell them, keep on going, and whether they're satisfied or they're not satisfied. The president will understand that if the people satisfied with the job. If they're not satisfied, the president will understand that. How they going to understand it? They're going to understand it by going to the poll, going to vote, and then you're going to tell them exactly what you think about the first 2 years. So that's what President Trump going to face in November 2026. So right now, we are in what we call a primary election. Do you know about primary election? Are you ready for primary election? Do you know that there is what you call it? There is an early vote. You can vote early. You can vote by mail. You vote early, or they're going to be a poll place that where you live. So right now, I'm focused in Maryland because I live in Maryland. So I'm focused in Salisbury because I live in Salisbury. I'm focused on Wacomico County because I live in Wacomico County. So what I want to tell you, no matter where you live in USA, there is three things you need to consider. There's a lot of things you need to consider, but there's three things you have to consider when it comes to election. When it comes to election, you need to know, first of all, you need to know what state you live in. You need to know what state you live in. Second of all, you need to know what county you live in. So you need to know what county you live in. And third of all, you need to know what city are you living in. And then fourthly, I forgot, there's another thing. First of all, you need to know what district you live in. So those pieces are very important. Let me repeat that for you again. Doesn't matter what state you live in, all the states have the same thing. Okay, so you need to understand that what state. I'm pretty sure most of you know what state you live in. Most of you already know what state you live in. Now, what county do you live in? Do you know what county you live in? Believe me or not, certain people when they just come to US, they don't know what county they live on. Okay, they don't know what county they live in. Now, so you need to know what county you in. Then city, most people don't know what the city, because people won't say, oh yeah, I live in Miami, I live in Orlando, I live in I live in Los Angeles, I live in Boston. Unfortunately, a lot of people thinking Boston is a state, but Boston is not the state. Boston is a city in Massachusetts. Massachusetts is the state, and in Boston is a city inside Massachusetts. So that's how it is. So it is important for you to really know those kind of things, because midterm election is something that very, very, very crucial for you to really get to know and then to position yourself, especially this year. There's a lot going on with this country. There's a lot of things when it's come to politics. There's a lot going on. So if you just close your eyes, if you just close your ears, and then you just say, I'm just mind my business. I don't care about what's going on. I know a lot of you do not do news, that you not listen to news. You don't really get involved into those kind of things. You say, I do not want to listen to news. The news is only the thing that's only give you bad stuff, give you anxiety and all this stuff. So I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to listen to the news. But I'm telling you, it's important for you to listen to the news. So that's the only way you're going to know what is going on, whether it's good, whether it's bad. So the news, the media is the one that going to really give you some information about what is going on. So if you choose that, you say, I'm not going to get involved, I'm not going to be like, listen to the news. That's going to be a problem. All right, that's going to be a problem. Okay, so that's a piece you need to know that. So like I said, I am a Haitian original. I was born in Haiti, and now I'm living in U.S. I'm a U.S. citizen. Like, I will tell you that. So I can vote, and I'm going to vote. So that's for sure. That's for sure. And my background, if I want to get to know a little bit about me, as a born Haitian, raised in Haiti, and then I came to U.S. at a young age, and then I started doing a lot of activities in U.S. as far as business wise, business related and stuff. And right now, you would find me in real estate that we involve. My company is two cousin investment property, Best Bud Multi Services. We give different services. WOS Immigrations and HDCD Haitian Development Center. So we do different phase of business, but multiple side of the business. And also we do community. We do a lot of community. If you look, you will see how I involved and everything in the community, just to really make sure, like, I find what's going on and I brought it to the community. I brought it to you guys, so that way you really understand. You have a better understanding and what is going on. Unfortunately, a lot of business owner, the immigrant business owner, they just mind their own business. They don't really care about what's called a community. They don't care about what is going on, which is that affecting them big time. You think you about just making your money, making your dollars, and then you don't care. You don't go into any meeting, city meeting, county meeting. You have a problem anyway. So I'm concerned. I was born in Haiti, so I could just what I'm doing here. I could do it in Haiti if Haiti was giving me the opportunities. Unfortunately, Haiti did not give me the opportunities. So when I saw that as a young man, what I want to do at very young age, I started doing business in Haiti. And like I would tell people a little bit about me. At the age of like 14, 15, even though I was like a country boy, I was born in the province. What you call Andeyo, Andeyo. So I was born, raised, on the countryside, not like in the city. So I was just like in the mountain, what you call province, big province, where when you get up from the car, you have to just like walking miles and miles to really to get home. But guess what? When I came here, I found this is a country of opportunities. So when I see it's a country of opportunities, so I say, I didn't find that kind of opportunity at home. I'm here. I'm going to take advantage of the opportunity that is here. Is get myself, educated. Learn the language. Yeah, I don't speak like my kid, my children. My accent is still there, so of course, there's nothing I can do really to get rid of my accent. So when I open my mouth, so you already know that, even if you don't know if I wasn't Haitian, but you will know that I'm an immigrant, because you see that you feel the accent, you hear the accent. So it's nothing you're gonna hide when you are an immigrant. Yeah, if you born here, or if you come at very, very, very young age, or if you just like you were just focus into language, English, you might maybe get rid of your accent. But most people, whether it's the Spanish, whether they're African, whether they're Jamaican, and no matter what country they come from, so you can feel the accent. So that's not a problem. So anyway, so that's not where I'm heading. What I'm heading is that when I come here, I see there's an opportunity that I need to really get to know. I need to learn. I need to find out, how I can get myself around. So that's what I did. And then as I really learn, and unfortunately, I get to really get involved into local politics late in my life. So I wish that I started to really get involved locally earlier in my age. So right now I would really like further up really I would really get my community in a better position. But it is what it is. So I cannot, change the past, but it's moving forward. Moving forward, what I see is that it's important for us as immigrants and everybody should be concerned about local election. Most people they're looking at into the national election, but not into the local election. So what I'm talking in US, not in Haiti. All right, so you know that until they make it okay for us to vote in Haiti, right now we're still not able to vote. They say they're going to be they will allow us who living in the diaspora to vote, but is it going to be true? I do not know if that's the case, if we're going to be able to vote. I would be glad to see that we are in the diaspora be able to vote. So, but if not, it is what it is. We're still going to do what we need to do, what we can do for Haiti to change Haiti. Now, into US, when it comes to election, most people don't know what they call national election. All right. Well, you probably could say general election too, but I make it national election. Just make sure that you really see like national election is nationwide. But you could say general election, but when you say the general election, it could be just like in your state where you have all the candidate running. So which is right now what we have in the state of Maryland. All right, in the state of Maryland. So that's where I'm focused right now. Okay, so now if you live in any state, so what you need to do for yourself, you need to find out your state, who's running on your state. Is your governor running for election? Not every election the governor is running, because the governor, I think most of them or all of them, they're elected for 4 years, right? So if they're there for 4 years. So when the 4 years up, it's just like the president, they're going to have to rerun again. So when they rerun again, then they either get elected or they didn't do a good job. The people going to say, you know what? You didn't do a good job. So we have the power. Our power is our pen, which is our vote. Is our vote. So if you are a U.S. citizen, you know that you have a power. You know you have a tool. So your tool is your vote. So your tool is your vote. So your tool is your vote. All right. So you need to get out there and to go to vote. That's the only way you're going to make a difference. So which is now in your state, if you live in Florida, you need to know if your governor is running. If you live in Virginia, you need to know if your governor is running. So on and so forth. So there is a lot of position into the government in the states. So in your state, your president in your state. So when I say the president, Donald Trump is president of United States. So that means he's president of all states. But don't get me wrong. When I say president, I mean the leader of your state. The leader of your state is your governor. So it represents your president for that state. So he's the one that really make decision for that state. So it really that person have the power to really control the state to a point where as long they're inside the law, they can stop the president from doing something illegal in the state because they control the state. So that's how much power the governor they have. So the governors they have a lot of powers too on inside the states. So you have your governor that is on top of the state. So that somebody you have to pay attention to if he's running. You have two state senate, all right? You have two state senate and each state. So each state, that's why you have 50 senators, I mean 100 senators that on the Senate. So which is this 50 Senate that in the Senate and Capitol Hill, they are represent the 50 states. So each state have two Senate that represent them. All right. So you need to know that. So now is your senators are your senators going for re-election? So you need to know that if they are running for re-election, so you need to know who they are. If they are running for election, they're going to be some people they're going to have some opponent. They're going to have some people against them. All right. So they're going to have some people against them. So you need to know who's going on against them. So you want to know that you need to look into the job to see what did they do. What did they do? Did they do a good job for you to re-elect them, or they didn't do a good job for you to re-elect them? So if they didn't do a good job for you to re-elect them, then you need to know the next person that going to run against them. So who are those people? So are those people the people that you can trust that going to do a better job than the Senate that in place? Now let's look into the House. So in each state is depending on the size of the states. Okay, so when it comes to the House, it's different for each state. So some states they're really small, so they don't have a lot of representative in the Senate. I mean, in the House. All right. So you have what you call the House representative. So which is where you find some U.S. Senate. You find they're not that you find some representative that going to represent, which is we have 435 you only have 50 states. So now I'm telling you, so there you find like different position of the Senate. You will find like representative that they call them deputy. Okay, so some of them they call them deputy. That's where you find Congress. So there you going to find the different numbers. So that you need to know what district you live in. So who's running in your district. So with that, you will understand. So you will understand who you should really stand with. You should really understand who you should be voting for. Who is the guy that going to do a better job, or is the guy that in place right now, is he doing a good job? So you really need to know that. So which is right now, like I said, for those of you in Maryland, so let's look into Maryland. All right, let's look into Maryland. Into Maryland right now, currently in position, we have the governor is Westmore. So Westmore and the lieutenant governor is Aruna Miller. So these two, they're going back for election and Republican side, and Republican side. So and now, let's say in the Democrat still, let's say in the Democrat, now the governor going have to go to a primary election. The governor going to a primary election. When is the primary election? The primary election we only have like 30 days. We have 30 days left for primary election in all the state. That's all states. All right. But I'm not. Let's not say in all state. So primary election. Yeah, primary election in, let's say in Maryland, because I really didn't look into all the states. So let's say in Maryland. All right. So primary election is June 23rd. So how many days left for the primary election? So we only have like 30 days left for primary election, guys. Only 30 days left for primary election. When is the primary election? Primary election is June 23rd. All right. Primary election is June 23rd. 2020 June 23rd, 2026. All right, it's June 20, 2026. That's when you have primary election. Now, why is it important for you to know about the primary election? So if for primary election you want to know, does Westmore did a good job, or does governor, does your governor do a good job? So you need to know that. I don't know. All right. So I do not know, but you got to figure that out, right? So you need to figure it out to see did your governor do a good job. So if your governor did a good job, then you can vote for him again. So now you have another Democrat, Eric Felber, and Latrice Hawkins, Lights, Democrats. So the governor that going to the primary with the Westmore is Eric Felber. And then the lieutenant governor that won't run with this guy is Latrice Hawking Lights. So for Maryland. For the Republican, you have three candidates for governors. So you got Carl Bonner Jr. for governor, and Kevin Rhodes Sr. for lieutenant governor. You have LD Dokendine for governor, and you have Jeremy Schiffler for lieutenant governor. For Also, you have Ed Hell for governor, and Tyrone Keys Jr. for governor, that Republican. So you have three candidates that go into primary election for governors. You got two candidates that go on to primary election for governor for Democrats. So now you need to know that you can vote only for your party that you register for. So if you register for Republican, you can vote for Republican. See, if you register as a Democrat, you can only vote for Democrat. So you need to know that. You need to know that. Otherwise, you'll be in trouble. Lord, my Lord, my Lord. My cam is tripping with me now, guys. Uh, okay. My cam is tripping. See if I can. This thing is straight. That thing is tripping with me, guys. I don't know what it doing, but my camera is just tripping. So anyway, let's keep on moving. Let's keep on moving while I'm trying to see if I can fix my cam. Because like I say, my cam is tripping. All right, so controller of Maryland. So it's only one. There is no unopposed. So it's only Brooke. There is no opposant. And so it's only Brooke Elizabeth Lehman. So she's the only one. He's the only one that, yeah, she's the only one that was in the office. So she's one by herself. For lieutenant, for attorney general. So we only have one. It's Anthony Brown was the only one. So he's currently served. So he's going to be the one that serve. He's the one that serve for the next term. All right. So he's the one that going to run for the next term again. So for the attorney general, so you only have one. You only have one candidate. Let's see who we got. So we're gonna move fast. Time is running. Federal U.S. Congress. You remember I told you there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them that run. But for district one, remember I say there's a lot of district. So you need to know. Remember there's four things I told you that important for you. I'm going to remind you about those. Let me go over them again. You need to know you need to know your state, you need to know your county, you need to know your city, and then you need to know your district. So with that, you will know what to really looking for in order for you to go to vote, whether in the primary election and or in the general election or in the national election, you would call it. So for district one, currently you have Republican Mr. Andy Harris is the only one. I mean, he's the only one too. He's the current for District 1 U.S. representative, and he's the only one. There's nobody that going against him. You got on the Democrat side, you got Victor Allen, Guy Dice, Democrat. You have Dan Schwartz, Democrat. You have George Wallace, Democrat. You have Randy White, Democrat. So you got three Democrats that running for District 1 and UNES for the Congress. So it's for the Senate. So which is District 37. District 37. Remember I told you, there's a lot. Different states have different Senate. Like they're more like those. They are on the House side. All right. So District 47. You have Edmond J. Barrett and you have Kathy Glenn Daniel. Let's say again, Edmond Barrett and you have Kathy Glenn Daniel on the Democrat side. Also, District 38. That was District 37. District 38. We have Lino Grissotti. He's the current one in position, and there's nobody against him. So he's just going to be re-elected again. So that's not a problem. Congratulations, Mr. Lino. So you going to be you're the only one. So you do automatically. House House delegate now, District 37A. So that's why you need to know Miss Shiri Semple, huge. Miss Shiri Semple, she's the only one. So congratulations for her, because she's going to be elected. She's a Democrat. Then House of Delegate District 37B. All right. So you have Mr. Marco Antonio Garcia. You have Michelle A. Johnson. You have Christopher Adams. That okay, for Democrat you have two of them, Republican you have two of them on district 37B. So you have Marco Antonio Garcia and you have Michelle Johnson. So both of them are Democrat. And on the Republican side, you have Christopher Adams and you have Tom Hutchinson, both of them Republican. On House Delegate District 38. So you have only one Democrat. So that's Shirley Johnson. So of course she's not going to primary. Okay, when you have only one candidate, they're not going to primary. So then you have Republican side. Definitely, they're going to one of them are going to, but two of them going to Kevin Anderson. That's currently in position. That's currently served, and then you have Timothy Harlett and you have CL Marshall 3. That's both of those two are Republican. So you have three Republican. Kevin Anderson, she is currently serving, and then you have Timothy Harlett, and then also you have CL Marshall. That's we are in state of Maryland. So for your state, if you're not in state of Maryland, so you really need to really get to know, find your ballot. In your ballot, you will find all the candidates. So you need to get to know. You can find the ballot for whatever the party that you're voting for. They won't send you the ballot. So if you don't find up your ballot, you need to go to your board of election. You need to go to know who's where is your board of election, so that way you can go find your candidate, because you need to know your candidate before you go to the poll, guys. Before you go to the poll, avant wal nan boîte vote vote ba la pour voter, ou a besoin connaît qui est qui candidat, guys. Ça vraiment important, ou besoin connaît qui est qui candidat avant wal voter, avant wal nan boîte la pour voter, before you go to the poll. So you need to know who is my candidate. So when you get there, so you already know, you already done your homework. So with that, you know who you going to really pick. Now let's keep on moving. The House of Delegate, District 37, 38B. District 38B, we got Josh Hastings, he's currently Democrat running right now. And then you got Barry Bishop. Both of them in position right now. They don't have to go to primary because they do not have anybody running against them. And now let's get to the county executive. County executive. Right now, we have two of them. So, okay, currently serving is before I get there, I skip one. I skip one. House of Delegate. Let's finish the House of Delegate. House of Delegate District 38C. We got Lauren N. Brittingham. Lauren N. Brittingham is the Democrat that's currently for them. That's Democrat. And then you have Wayne Hartman, and he's currently served, and then there is nobody against them. So these two going to have to face each other in November. All right, these two not going to primary in June, but however, they're going to have to face each other. So you have to find out so who they are. That way you know when you go to the poll, so you know who to vote for. So besoin qu'on qui est des candidats ça oui, leur aller pour voter. Voter pour eux. Now let's look into the county executive. County executive, we have two candidates, so they're not going to primary election. Currently, we have Julie Giuliano, that's pretty much right now and running. She's currently serving. So there's no Republican against her, so she's not going to primary. And then Mr. Ernest Davis, and Democrat side, is the one that running, and he have nobody against him, so he will not go to primary either too. And guess what? However, they're not going to primary, but guess what going to happen? Even though they're not going to primary, okay? Even though they're not going to primary, then they still have to go to the final election, the general election, November, November 3rd, I believe. So in November, it's going to be a rematch in Wakamingo County. It's going to be a rematch. You know, like a lot of time you watching box. You know, when you're watching box, you see those rematch. You know, the rematch a lot of time is brutal. So I'm pretty sure in this campaign, when we start doing the debate with the two candidates as county executive, I know that thing is going to be brutal. It's going to be brutal just because it's a rematch. Rematch always be hard. So Mr. Ernest Davis was the candidate that was running against Julie Giuliano and back in 2024. So Julie Giuliano beat him, so she got elected. So now she's serving. And then so this time he decided again, so he want to run against her. All right. So what do we say? Gotta say good luck on that. All right. So I think yeah. Is it yeah? Anyway, 2023, I believe 2023. I don't remember. Now let's look at county council. County, but don't forget. I'm telling you, that's what I'm telling you. Those things you need to know because I'm focused in Maryland, but I focus in Maryland mainly in my county, which is Wacomico, and mainly in my city, which is Salisbury. So I'm focusing Maryland and state of Maryland as far as the Senate, as far as the governors that go and run. But in my county, I'm focused to see who's running. So who's running in my county? In my county, all departments is running except the city that is limited, the mayor is not running. Right. So my county executive right now, which is Judy Giuliano, so she's up for re-election. I have my sheriff right now, Mike Lewis, which is the sheriff of the county, Wacomico County. So he is up for re-election. So he have to run. He gonna run. And he gonna face some challenge. I'm gonna come to that very soon. And then who's running? You have county council. They are running. You have city council. They are running. You have judges. They are running. So that's where we at. All right, let's keep on moving. So we was at the county executive. Now let's get into the county council. County council, District 1. County council, District 1. We have Bernadette Kennedy, Bernadette Kennedy that is running. We have Shani Dishel. So both of them Democrats. So both of them Democrat. So which is they're going to face each other into June 23rd. They have to go to primary election. Bernadette Kennedy, c'est un démocrate. Et puis Shani P. Dishel, c'est un démocrate. So Shani Dishel currently observe dans county council and district 1 nan. So now Bernadette Kennedy décidé pour capable run against her. So which is they're going to primary. County Council District 2. County Council District 2, they don't have to go to primary because it's only a Democrat and Republican that is on that side there. So which is that mean they're not going face anybody on the primary, but in November they're going to face each other. So right now, Jeff Merritt is currently serving. Now, Jim Atkin is the challenger as a Democrat. So that we'll see what happens. Now we're still in a county council, District 3. District 3 for the first time. Let's say that again. District 3 for the first time.
You got my other show. Nobody see them.
Oh, shoot. My Lord. All right. So my camera is giving me problem. Okay. Yeah. Let me see if I can do something different here. Let me see if I can do something different and my camera is not showing. Okay, let me see if I can do something different. Okay. All right, guys. I'm just trying to do something a little different here to see if I can. Uh, It's a problem, guys. Just give me a minute. Let me see if I can figure this out. Give me a minute if I can figure this out. All right. Give me a minute if I can figure this out. Because I got a little challenge with my cam that's not showing up. I know you guys can see me now. I mean, you guys on my TikTok, you guys good. It's just on my other channel. On my other channel, I face some challenge here. Just trying to. Mm. All right. Just trying to see if I can get this thing. Uh, all right. Hmm. All right. I'm coming, guys. Just give me little technical issues I'm facing here, but I'm here. I'm here for you guys. So yeah, it just I got little technical issues here, but we working on it. We working on it. We working on it. We working on it. All right. So we working on it. Just give me. Let's see, I got this here. Uh, Still not see what I need. All right. Challenge. Technology. Uh, Okay, guys. I'm just facing a little challenge here. A little challenge. All right, guys. I'm going just have to let you guys go on this end. Mm. All right, so my good people, I just find some difficulty. I just have to really end up on this end. My good people here. Sorry, I got to let you guys go because I got some challenge. I got to work on it. But you guys, just hang on. I'm coming to y'all. But you guys on this side, I got to let you guys go because I got some difficulty. All right, now let's see if I can get this on this side. All right, just hang on there, people. Hang on there. Be patient, be patient. I'm coming right to you with the information. Coming right to you. You know I got you, right? I got you, I got you. I'm going to give you the good information that you need to know so you know to where to go to vote, who to vote for. You need those information, all right? Ou besoin connaître pour qui est pour aller voter, ou besoin connaître qui est mon qui va So, ou besoin ça. Parce que si vous pas fait ça, guys, quand faut cool avec ma, ou même qui pense ou faut que fait là, fait l'argent, ou seulement ils vont côté, ou après que et ou pas comprendre ça qui passe comme ça parce que ouais business va l'affecter en grand gens parce que euh, bagay yo changé. So c'est comme ça lié. All right. Okay. I'm coming right. I told you guys I'm coming right to you, okay? All right. I told you I'm coming right to you. Just don't worry. I'm coming right to you. Uh, Refresh. Coming right to you. Just be patient, okay? All right. Be patient. So, um, I'm just trying to give you the update of everything that's going on. All right. Okay. So, jam tap tout ale ya, nou te genyen, nou te nan council yo, nou te nan council, nou te rive nan bel nouvel mbral ba ou, epi se lesa mbral apren ki nou pat we kamera, so sa se ton problem, nou te bezen me choki ou we kamera, paske mta pral do, mtap do ki, sa mte bezwen, mte bezwen do ki, pou premye fwa, nan Salisbury, premye fwa, now, Salisbury, that's a good news. The first time in Salisbury, that's a very good news. We have a Haitian candidate that is running. That is an awesome thing. All right. I'm very excited that at least right now we are getting involved a little bit deeper than the way we used to. So we get involved a little bit deeper into this politics where we for the first time uh, we're going to have a Haitian candidate that is running on district for city council. Now, okay, we are in city council, so we have Mr. Habakkuk Pichon, okay, Habaki Pichon, Habaki Pichon. That's the way to say it properly, but in English, Habakkuk Pichon, okay. So Habaki Pichon, c'est un candidat haïtien qui a pour district 3. Haitian candidate that is running for District 3. So that's something I think you should really know it. So yeah, so um you should know it. Yeah. So you should know it. I'm just trying to get something for you guys. Uh so parce que pour as long that Haïtien yo te nan Salisbury, nou pa jam genyen, nou pa jam genyen sa nou te rele, nou pa jam genyen sa te rele un candidat haïtien. Nou pa jam genyen ça. So pour première fois, nous genyen un candidat haïtien, ça veut dire ça c'est vraiment une bonne nouvelle liée, que nous vraiment t'adou que nous excited de ça, nous content de ça. Okay? So now let's get further, let's get further. So because time is running, so we have let's look into the candidate that is running. Nous gagnons dans shérif là, lui-même, nous gagnons et première élection pour shérif, nous pas une première élection pour 40 exécutif, nous gagnons première élection pour shérif là. Dans shérif là, nous gagnons première élection là, nous gagnons Mike Lewis qui currently a servi, Mike Lewis, et puis nous gagnons Scott Hamilton, sheriff that going on against Mr. Mike Lewis comme candidat et comme candidat dans le parti républicain. Ça est vraiment important pour qu'on connaisse, OK? So, qui fait, normalement, ça très très important pour qu'on ait qui candidat ça yo pral run. OK, indépendant, toujours dans shérif là, mais c'est ça yo considéré yo indépendant ou bien non partisan. So, qui dans shérif là toujours, ou bien Farley, that's sheriff, nan race là, qui a run to et non parti. So we got Mike Lewis, Republican, Scott Hamilton, sheriff, Republican, and then you got independent or non-partisan Lana Farley, sheriff race. Okay, c'est board of election candidate are officially non-partisan. So okay, all right. So c'est comme ça est là jusqu'à présent. Pas oublier première élection non, c'est date cap 13 et cap 23 et juin et cap venir et élection générale là lui-même là dans 3 novembre 2026 là. So qui fait l'important pour nous mais choquer nous gagnons information ça yo sous la main pour qu'on ait yo parce que sous pas qu'on ait yo eh bien la créé un problème pour l'oral pour là pour qu'on ait exactement et pour qui est pour aller voter parce que ou doit qu'on ait pour qui est pour aller voter sous pas qu'on pour qui est pour aller voter ça veut dire là c'est un problème qu'elle a pied alright son problème qu'elle a pied normalement n'a d'avoir informé chaque dimanche et de gars mettre là-bas la vie et pour nous capables faire petit partage ensemble avec vous. Je dis à nous vraiment petit en retard. Just trop activité le dimanche. Make it hard just because I just want to really just want to serve you. There's so much going on. There's so much going on. And I just want to keep you informed. Make the sacrifice to really to come to you. But it's not because it's easy. It's not easy at all, at all, because we just have too much going on. All right. So we have a lot going on. All right. So there is okay, there is Attorney General that that running, there is the clerk of district court, there's board of election, so all of them, all right, that running. So which is guys, so what you need to know is really to get yourself educated because if you are in a different state than Maryland, I cannot help you because I don't, I can't really help you on that. So the information I give you for the state of Maryland, you can use that information so you can really find out in your state. So, okay, so what habite non state qui pas state Maryland, nan, moi pas vraiment ka aider ou. So, information ba yo sous state Maryland en ce qui concerne non moun candidat ça ka prendre. Nan. So, konya ou même so gen pour faire konya, ou gen konya là pour capable aller pour aller chercher dans state port là pour connaître exactement et qui j'en ça et qui non moun ka prendre est-ce que gouverneur là la prendre ou bien il pas prendre konya sou pas comment pour faire ça konya ou capable ou toujours capable contacter moi et sous contacter konya m'a capable dire ou et m'a faire recherche là pour ou den konya là m'a capable dire exactement non et state port là non quand on est port là dans city port là on va faire recherche pour vous et puis m'a dire exactement qui est ce candidat qui ou gagne qui apprend parce qu'il est vraiment important pour capable connaître ça parce que information ça yo si pas connaît yo l'aime nous ça il pas vraiment bon pour vous il pas vraiment bon pour vous parce que ou pas connaît l'on boîte là qu'on a pour voter l'on vous comprenez l'on pour la pour voter so qu'on a là qui ça va pour qui est pour voter ou pas connaît pour qui est pour voter il est important pour qui est pour voter OK so et c'est ça et qui fait l'autre dimanche si Dieu veut n'a apporté plus d'informations sur vous pour nous capables ba ou plus de détails et avec candidat yo, comment on connaît who's your candidate so who's running who you should support and who you shouldn't support. I'm not the one who going to tell you who to vote for. I'm not the one who going to tell you who to support. So all I can tell you, I'm going to bring those candidates to you. I'm going to bring them to you, and then you question them, and then you do your own research. Then you do your homework to find who they are, what they've done, and then from that you decided who you want to vote for. All right. So myself, I know who I'm going to vote for. I'm not sure yet who I'm going to vote for, but I will find out exactly who I'm going to vote for. Pour qui est-ce que je vais voter? Pas contre pour qui est-ce que je vais voter. Mais c'est ça, je connais. By the time novembre arrivé, je connais pour qui est-ce que je vais voter. Parce que m'a gen temps fait des voix mon ya, m'a connaît tout candidat yo, qui ça pour tande akout yo, qui ça qui bon pour communauté ya, qui ça pas bon pour communauté ya, ça va pour communauté ya, ça va pour communauté ya. À partir de là qu'on ya, moi-même pour me connaître exactement qui est-ce qu'on choisit. So myself, that's how I do it. I do my homework, I do my research, I find out who you are, what you do, what you're supporting, what is in your agenda, what is for the city, what is for the county, what is for the state, what is for my community, and then from that, I know who I'm going to vote for. I am a swing voter. All right. So I am a swing voter. So I could be registered for any party if I choose to. But when November come, believe it or not, I'm going to vote for the person that I believe that going to do the best job. That's how I do it. So now you can convince me to tell me to show me that what you going to do, which is better than your opponent. So you will tell me, you show me, and then from that, you get my vote. But you're not going to get my vote just because you I register under your party. You're not get my vote like that. That's for sure. I just make it clear. So all my friends, my candidate, or the my politician that locally that's really knowing me, I said it all the time, and I'm honest with it. I'm honest with it. I can be your friend. I can be your friend, but if you're not doing a good job, I'm sorry. I cannot vote for you. You know what I'm saying? Because we can still be friends. But if you want to destroy my community, then what's that going to do for me, for my future or for my children's future? So I need to really leave a legacy for my children. So in order to do that is to make sure that I have somebody who's really looking for the community, not just looking for themselves, just not looking for just like a friend. Just because I'm your friend doesn't mean you're going to do things to satisfy me, to please me, but you destroy your city. No, I do not want to do it like that. I do not want you to do it like that. Okay. So that's the way we are doing it. That's the way we think. That's the way we want it. That's the way we want to get it done. All right. So now, okay. Again, and I will see you again on the next one. Tomorrow, we have this show, WOS Immigration show we have every Monday from 7 to 9. Well, tomorrow, is holiday. I don't know. We'll see what we will do. Tomorrow we'll see what we'll do. Right. By the way, my Haitian folks, how do you think you see the Johnson Napoleon project? Do you believe on that project? Do you support that project? Do you want to take a chance with that project to buy some airplane from the spirits? There you go for that one. Are you supporting that? I think it's a good idea. I mean, I know it's not simple as Johnson Napoleon look at it, but Johnson Napoleon he have a very good knowledge about airplane, how airline run, because he's playing to you that his father, you know or his stepfather was, at one time having an airline. So that's how he got into it at a very, very young age, where to a point he have his own license where he would be like, I think security or something, or some kind of line on that line with the airline. So he have like a background. So he pretty much have an idea of how what it takes to really run an airline. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm pretty sure from the day that he had this thing running, and he's already done his homework. All right. So, which is, I am supporting it. I am supporting it. And the honest truth, I'm a high risk taker. So I'm a risk taker, I would say. Okay, I'm a risk taker. So I don't think that'd be a problem for me to sign up to be an investor on it. Why not? We have what they call the diversity. We have to diversify our portfolio. So to put an investment, and the man said you can invest as low as $50. So right now you don't. I mean, I don't. I think I heard. I'm not sure how that is. But I have to. How true that is? I have to check on that. Where they say that they're not taking other investor anymore because it seems like they already have enough investors, or they have. I don't know. I don't know about they have enough money, but I think that they probably have enough investors of the number they have in mind. But you keep in mind, not all the people that's signing as the pledger. Right now, you're just like a pledger. You're not an investor yet. You just pledge that you want to invest. And that's what gives them that number. But at the end, when everything put into regulation, so a lot of us might not be qualified to be an investor. Why wouldn't I be qualified to be an investor? I think I'd be one of the investor. All right, I think I'll be qualified to be one an investor, because if they're looking for an accredited investors, I am qualified to be an investor. I am a accredited investor. When you would put everything that you have together to qualify you for an accredited investor, then I should be in the line, right? But anyway, whether I will be qualified or not, I am supporting that movement because with that spirit, even if we don't get the spirit aligned, so we see now we just have an airline that just what is called I think Zeb, that just opened up and a line from Ocap to Miami. So we if we have a few of the spirits, or if we end up having some other airline that we purchase, then guess what? We could have a couple line and OCAP still, and also we can have a couple line in OCAP. And why not in Port-au-Prince? We need to fight. We need to fight to get our airport to be reopened. This is ridiculous. I don't understand. We are Haitian, the one black country, the first black country that fought for our independence. So we are don't play. I don't understand what happened with us as the Haitian. Why we drop our ball like that? Why we just stop uh looking out for ourselves, fight for our life, fight for our children. Why we have that beautiful airport? We have the capital. First of all, we let gang to get over. We just right there. We let them. They spread out. They spread out. They spread out. They spread out little by little, little by little, till we let them take all Port-au-Prince. All right. Now I heard we let American people they just come over there and use our airport as the base. So right now the airport Maigati. So right now, uh, I heard it's a U.S. base, military base, pretty much. So it's U.S. airplane that fly over there all the time. We don't have that's our international airport, that our main international airport. So which is OCAP is a secondary, it's a secondary national international airport. But our main national international airport, it was Port-au-Prince. So now it is time us as the Haitian folks to stand up, just like we did in 1803, 1804, when we fought, we kicked some butt to get our independence. Now, let's get ourselves together again. So we did it with Ariana, we did it with Johnson, Napoleon, we did it with that girl, Alexandre, the one that was in Paris. We can do it again. Vam di san ko. Nou men pep Haitien ki te batay pou indépendance nou. 1803. Ki te kembe flambeau a 1804. Et puis, ki se premier pep noir ki prend indépendance. Sak pase nou ki fe nou jete pantalon nou. Nou ki te chien ap manje kasab nou. Pour nous gagner un airport qui sont un airport international, premier airport international nous gagnons qui Port-au-Prince. Et après ça qu'on a nous quitter actuellement, d'après ça me demandé, les tourner base. Premièrement nous quitté Port-au-Prince, gang prendre tical par tical jusqu'à ce que prenne net. Nous camper là nous quitter prendre. Now qu'on a pour nous un bel airport comme ça c'est là pour nous voyager. Et puis qu'on a pour nous dépenser tout l'argent ça que nous pas gagner qui travaille des pays avancés. Non just avec compagnie ça on y a fait vol au Cap, qu'a fait vol au Caille, qu'a fait vol Jacmel. Nous t'es toujours gagner yo. Mais ça pas empêcher tout pour une belle airport international de Port-au-Prince pour carré ouvrir. So nous faisons appel encore à l'unité. Même gens nous te fait là avec Ariana en Afrique là. Même gens nous fait avec demoiselle ça, quoi Alexandre Vasson et tout non. Et dans Paris, nous a supporté. Et même gens, monsieur Johnson Napoléon, juste lancé projet ça pour nous acheter Spirit Airlines. So, nous camper des mouvements ça. Dernière fois que nous regardé là, il était presque dans 60 millions de dollars. Qui c'est la première fois dans l'histoire Haïti. Nous jeunes haïtiens capables de mettre ensemble pour capable pour font relever des fonds comme ça. So, même haïtiens ça yo, qui problème qui gagne qui fait alors nous pas capables de mettre nous ensemble pour nous capables retirer Port-au-Prince dans main Zinglendo pour nous retirer airport non dans main américain. Comment Américain mette nous dehors la Kaili? N'a travail, n'a paye taxe, n'a mené industrie aux États-Unis. Nous kembe flambeau nous bien haut pour nous mener toute industrie aux États-Unis là. Dans tout département où aller. Dans n'importe département, factory, machine, et pool, et you name it. Même à côté qu'a fait pèse avion yo. L'avion sur le bataille là, ou tu fait là, à la d'un bout, haïtien travail. Dans transportation, kade dans médical là, dans l'éducation, you just name it. Dans politique là. So haïtien involve tout partout aux États-Unis pour nous payer taxes. Et puis en retour, nous pas rien qui vient pour nous. Et bien, pour un moyen que pour ou gagner un gouvernement qui décide lui-même li pas vrai dans le pays. Pendant décider pour mettre au dehors ou même vraiment stupide, Ou gen pays pour la qu'on a pour voyager là-dedans nan qu'on a. Ou pas mettre tout ensemble qu'on a pour bataille, pour mettre tout zenglen dou, voler gang ça ou dehors. Après ça pour qu'on dise quitter nèg yo vini prendre n'importe la qu'on a fait toute activité yo. Non seulement y a escalade tout ça dans le pays ya, mais on top of that, yo a utiliser un airport ou même yo dou pas voyager là-dedans et puis yo y a descendre chaque jour, y a pour la faire yo. So côté flambeau nous te gagné qui li ba nou indépendance 2020 en 1803 ça 1804 ça côté you guys, it is time we did it, we can do it again. Nous te fait nous ka faire encore. So m'a dit nous en nous même ça nous mettez mouvement ça nous te supporter trois mouvements ça fait passer récemment en nous lancer un mouvement tout pour nous dire airport nous pour le rouvrir pour nous dire américain retirer quoi dans airport nous. So même gens ou même ou capable mettre avion yo mettez tout gros pralo yo dans airport là qu'on a pour contrôler ce pays pour contrôler l'autre pays et peut-être ou même contrôler en Kiba, mais nous-mêmes nous besoin airport nous pour nous voyager. Nous besoin airport nous qu'on a pour commencer nous besoin commencer faire projet la caille nous. Nous besoin nous-mêmes pour commencer à investir la caille nous. Parce que tout investissement nous fait ici yo, nous décider que nous pas avoir valeur, nous dit que comme si nous pas besoin nous encore. So si nous pas besoin encore pas un problème. Bon nous airport nous pour nous voyager, pour aller dans le pays nous, pour nous faire ça nous pour nous faire. Parce que nous-mêmes nous ba tout sans nous là dans le pays ça, États-Unis. Parce que nous son pays nous croit là-dedans, jusqu'à présent nous croit là-dedans. C'est là nous garder Timono, c'est là nous fait Timono, là nous garder Timono, c'est là Timono fait éducation, fait toute l'école primaire, fait toute l'école secondaire, fait l'université. Vous comprenez? So, moi qui parle là qu'on a actuellement, m'gen un là qui dans l'université, m'gen un l'autre là qui presque gradué high school, qui va faire université, qui va entrer dans l'université de very soon. Avec m'croit dans pays ça, m'croit dans l'éducation pays là. Fait tout petit monde moi faire université. Et puis m'croit dans investir dans pays ça. Et puis why qu'on a là pour nous même rien, pour nous passer après humiliation. Nous pas aucun respect, nous pas aucune appréciation, depuis en l'air jusqu'au bas. So it is time to stop. It is time for us to say, enough is enough. So let's call for a revolution again, the Haitian folks. The same thing we just done with Johnson Napoleon right now. We say, okay, let's put ourselves together to buy this airline. If we don't buy this the Spirit airline, if we don't buy some of them, but with that same spirit, we could use that spirit to make sure that we the diaspora, we have our own airline. On top of that, now I call for unity again. That unity is for us to make a call to have our airport reopen. En nous, mettez tête nous ensemble, en nous faisons révolution, en nous dit que nous besoin porte là, réouvrir. En met call ça. Thank you very much, guys. C'est toujours un plaisir. Chaque fois, j'ai une chance pour m'ensemble avec nous. Et encore, nous parlons de Samson Oneis, Mr. Sam, Brother Sam. Et tout ou même dans tes plateformes ensemble avec nous. We say thank you. Nous disons merci. So, nous, ou même qui peut regarder après, you who look to this video after, we tell you thank you. Continue to support us. Support all our pages. Support the work that we do. We believe in a community. We believe in a legacy. We believe in this country we live in. We believe in our own country back home. So pretty much because we have two countries. Now, I don't know for you, but I got two countries. Haiti is my country. USA is my country. But if USA don't need me anymore, it's all right. I'm not going to fight. But at least give me give me the chance that I can go back and build my country. But don't be like the one that stopped my country from going. And then you say, I'm here and I'm working hard and I put everything that I have in this country. And then you say you don't want me anymore. But you don't give me the opportunity to go back home. You take over everything that I have over there. You put me in a slave, but you want me to go back home. I just don't understand that mindset. So my people, the Haitian folks, the unity that give us the independence, that unity that we just did with that put us to go to the World Cup after 40 some years. The same unity that we put together, we send Ariana and to that challenge, house challenge, and she now a voice for the Haitian, and we did it with Johnson Napoleon. I'm calling for this. Let's call to have Port-au-Prince Airport reopen. Let's say we do not want the American base over there because I need to go home. I don't have to risk myself to go to the small plane, to go to this one, to and then you go to Okap, and then I have to get to a small plane, go to Okai, and all the stuff. We do not want that. We got a beautiful airport we fought for, so we want to go to our airport. Then we can get in our car and go home. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And I make that call. I make that call. So I know that ou ka fel, nou ka fel, mwen ka fel, nou ka fel, ou ka fel. On mette ensemble pour nous capables débloquer Haïti encore, pour nous retourner avec Haïti nous encore, Haïti chéri nous, l'appel des Antilles, on nous fait Haïti sentir bon encore. On font appel, on demande pour n'importe nous, nous demander pour n'importe la réouvrir. Nous demander pour n'importe nous réouvrir. Port-au-Prince Maïgate, nous demander Toussaint-Louverture, nous demander pour n'importe ça, pour les capable réouvrir encore. Voilà, m'espérer nous réouvrir encore. Non pas moi c'est il nous Samson on est et m'espérer demain soir nous capable ouais dans belle chez nous comme c'est holiday, bah comment ça va aller. Mais quand même et si ça possible, n'a fait moyen pour nous capable faire petit parler ensemble avec vous, de ça va passer dans l'immigration et ça va passer dans la communauté nous. C'est toujours un plaisir chaque fois nous avons chance pour nous faire petit parler ensemble avec vous. C'est un plaisir de nous ensemble avec vous aujourd'hui. And it's always good to be with you. And it was my pleasure every time I came behind that microphone and to talk to you and to really telling you about the thing that's going on in our community. I think that's going to be good for you. So I think it's very important for us to really talk about this, the politics, the election of this year, because it's a midterm election that's very important. So next Sunday, hopefully, I can finish to give you the list of your candidates because I came across technical difficulty that I was not able to finish give you all the list that I have for you for tonight for the people that live in Wakamiko County. Thank you very much. May God bless you and hope to see you again in the next show. God bless.